Aliens, there's no such thing. Don't be so sure. One day, they may bring about the end of the world. Zap! The day E.T. got tired of phoning home. Well, first there's some kind of freakish UFO hovering over the planet. Then it's pow, blast, boom, and then we're all dead. Yeah, right, dead. What happened? A little while ago, some alien civilization decided Earthlings are a major pain in the ass. And now they shot the Earth to bits with some kind of doomsday weapon out of hell. The planet incinerated or evaporated or was turned into a self-annihilating chunk of antimatter, whatever you think of. One little push on a button by a green hand and boom, we're gone. But wait, first you'll need alien life smart enough to go out into a spaceship and gun our planet to custard powder. And of course, some kind of motive might be nice. A disagreement over something, to say the very least. So, how about the existence of alien life? Without letting fantasy take over, most serious scientists agree by now that there should be some kind of life out there somewhere. And they don't say this because they've seen too many shows of the X-Files. First, the universe is, of course, to put it mildly, rather big. And there's the cosmological principle. No matter what chunk of the universe you take, it will always be roughly the same stuff with galaxies, stars, and planets around those stars. And there's plenty of evidence for this. Astronomers have spotted quite a lot of exoplanets, planets around distant stars. And there's planets everywhere. Surely planets that are inhabited can't be so unique, you may argue. And then there's this. Life on our planet suggests that the existence of life is actually no big deal. Life is way older than we always thought. Some 4 billion years, that means life popped out into existence almost immediately after the Earth stopped being plowed over by comets, volcanic eruptions, and cosmic radiation. So life is something that seems to very easily emerge. But yes, there is a but. When scientists say life, they usually mean unicellular life, bacteria. A widespread misconception about nature is that evolution is about going from a single-cell bacteria to a more complex being. It is not. The sole thing that makes evolution tick is diversity. More evolution means more diversity. Among those invisible tiny bacteria that make up more than 90% of all life forms on Earth, in the first place, evolution means more species of bacteria. Dogs, bumblebees, fig trees, and humans are more likely a side effect, an odd waste product of natural selection. Even more humbling, intelligence is a very rare phenomenon among animals. Out of 50 million species on Earth, only one knows what the internet is. And to be sure, if that big comet didn't wipe out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, thinking apes calling themselves men might not have even existed. In nature, intelligence is so fucking rare. You're not amused. Well, here's some more. Intelligent life isn't even really a good tool for playing Darwin's survival of the fittest. In fact, the human race almost went extinct right after learning how to walk on two legs, when our species was diminished by hunger and drought to a slim total of some 10,000. It's very obvious intelligence has a lot of evolutionary downsides. Besides of our ridiculous large brains, we are super vulnerable to cold, heat, or wounding. Because our huge heads, we are the species that has the most trouble with being born. And then there's more. Try wrestling with a lion. Try catching a rabbit. Using only your bare hands. Try surviving in a forest. Just peel away all culture, and you'll see what humanity really is. A rather clumsy, weak, and ill-equipped species with a ridiculous big head. So, to wrap things up, E.T. is very likely out there, but it's very unlikely E.T. has a light sword, or a spaceship, or an index finger that lights up in the dark. E.T. is more likely a bacteria, or at its best, a multicellular organism with no particular intelligence at all. Hey, and besides, just suppose there is, in spite of all the problems, intelligent life out there, somewhere. Would we be at risk of being killed by them? Surely they'd have been able to travel around. And that's not an easy one, although science fiction freaks carelessly say that such a civilization undoubtedly uses wormholes for interdimensional travels or warp drive or teleportation. The cold fact, however, is that such things may well appear to be just impossible by the physical law. So it's very easy to say, well, they're ahead of us, so they must have come up with something. Even then, the aliens have to find us. And that is a tough task. The universe is so big, and our planet is only a tiny speck of dust in the endless nothingness. Okay, so we send out signals into space from our satellites, radios, and TV sets, but our transmissions have a tiny reach in the vastness of the cosmos, and even within reach of Earth's transmissions, the aliens would have to listen extremely close to pick up our faded away signal, let alone the problem of which frequency to choose, or the problem that an intelligent alien might prefer a different technique than radio signals. Okay, against all odds, our hypothetical alien has overcome all these difficulties and has finally found us. What's up next? Nothing much, probably. The aliens may want to study us. A civilization that built spaceships and has found out how wormholes work definitively is in it for the science. They would study us in much the same way we study microbes, and will undoubtedly find on Mars or Europa. Yeah, some Independence Day fans might grumble. They might also be here to colonize our planet or to steal our mineral goodies. Oh yeah, sure. What nonsense. Do you really think a civilization that built intergalactic spaceships and opens up wormholes doesn't know how to solve problems like a shortage of minerals in some technical way? They have to be a race of real dumbasses, if you ask me.
One man's meat is another man's poison, I always say. After all, it's his business if he wants to blow up the Earth. Whoa! You can't do that. All the people I know are on the Earth. The nerve of this character. Oh, dear. This is most inconvenient. Now I'll have to call out the reserves.